Hello everyone! Being around the Kirby modding community, I have realized that a lot of people struggle working with param. For what I have seen, most people simply change a value, launch the game again, see if what they changed worked, then if it didn't, they close the game, change the value they wanted, or change another value to see if that's the value they want to change, then they repeat the entire process all over again. Remember that you have to recompress and re-encrypt the entire param file. It's a little that doing the process that way takes up a lot of time and it's really inefficient. But there's a better way that allows you to test the changes to param while you're playing. A way that allows you to not only search your entire list of param values of a specific param file, I guess, but a specific param file without having to close or reload the game, close and reopen the game, and that more importantly, you can change the values on the fly. Like, you can literally change them while you are playing. And I'm going to show you how to do that. It requires some very basic assembler. Like, you don't even have to see the other tutorial I did to understand it. Like, it's extremely basic stuff. So, let's get into it. First, you want to search which param file you want to edit. Kind of a tip to find them. If it's usually the last words in here. That isn't always the case, but with most parameters, that simply name after the last word you see here, and then there's this weird string which is a C compilation thing. I'm not gonna explain here because it doesn't really matter. But what matters is that after this string, it first mentions the previous folder, the two previous folders it was in. So in this case, we want to edit wings, and if we say here, mentions a step, then hero. And the most important part is that it ends with param CFB. If the function we are searching for ends with this, that pretty much means that's what we are searching for. So we open this function. Usually it's checking for some stuff, but what we want to do is we want to put a breakpoint here. If you don't know what a breakpoint is, simply put the period here. If you do not know how to load these functions, you simply do it by opening symbols and then load other map file. Then I hope this doesn't kill OBS. OBS and I'm playing the game. It's not good for my computer. Then we want to play the game until the file we want to edit gets used. Param files usually get used when, well, the entity they're named after does anything, to be honest. Like, so if you are editing an enemy param file, you want to go to a place where that enemy is seen. If you are using editing an ability param file, you want to pretty much do anything with that ability. So, because I'm using the example with wings here, we are gonna literally exist with wings. We're gonna play the game. We are gonna do an attack. The attack will load the param, so the game will stop while loading it. And now that the game is stopped, we can go to registers. And we'll see that there are some pointers to... How to explain this? To some specific parts in memory. The pointer we care about is most of the time in our tree. We open this pointer in memory, and well, we will see numbers, which is usually what memory is made out of. So you should see numbers in memory. And what we wanna do is we want to open the param entry. I want to see the hex values. And if you see here, the specific hex value where we opened has the same value as the first entry. If we click the second entry, we will see that. Well, I actually edited the second entry a little bit, so that's a bad example. But yeah, if we open the third entry, we see that it has the same value as the param. Same with the fourth entry. You see, here's the hex value of the param, and here's the fourth entry. The first or second entry, however you want to call it, is actually a little bit different because I was playing around with it to test. What we can do here is that we can change the param value while the game is running. I won't do it while the game is literally running because, well, it kind of kills OBS. I'm gonna change these two values. You will usually do this to know which values you are changing. Because I cannot do that because I will require to run the game, and again, it somewhat kills my PC to do that. What I will do instead is that I will edit the first and second entry, which due to my previous testing I already know is the up and down is the down attack where you're flying. It's not the condor life, it's the other one, the one where Kirby does a little spin on there and then goes to the ground. I already know these two param values work with it, so I'm going to change them. As you can see, I already have the value plan. Change them here. By the way, because if you see here the actual values of float. Oh wait, it was supposed to be a number? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, because here the value is supposed to be a float, I'm using the float designation here. As you can tell, I'm increasing it by a little bit. From 0.3 all the way to 10. You're gonna see how it looks after it. Oh wait, that's not the file I wanted to change. Or was it? Yeah, okay, so there's this thing called offsets, and I think I should have explained this before. An offset simply moves you a specific amount of spaces in memory. I forgot how the space are called. I think I can just say bytes there, but no bytes, bits there. But I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna risk it. And what matters is that each param entry is for, I think it's 4 bytes. Yeah, I think these are bytes. It's 4 bytes away. So this is entry 1. Well, this is entry 0, sorry. We are currently in entry 1 because we have an offset of 4. We're gonna go to entry 2, we need an offset of 8, so on and so on. Remember, it's hexadecimal, so C is 12 and all of that. So, well, I already changed this one. And I know it's gonna be a little bit broken because, well, actually, entry 1 is yeah, it's 18 in float. Yeah, I'm just decreasing this one, I think. I don't know if I also changed it here. My game is a little bit overly modded, so I forget what the actual in-game values are. So let's hope this doesn't crash the game, or at least the recording. Oh wait, I just have the breaking point here. So I'm gonna do a condor attack if OBS lets me. And if you see it covers a little bit more space, I think it's also a little bit higher. Yeah, it covers just, you know, a little more space than it does in vanilla. Not much, just Kirby just like covers the entire stage, just, you know, just a small distance. I hope that didn't ruin the recording. Playing the game usually ruins the recording. Well, that's all. A quick reminder for those who forgot. Search the specific name of the param function in the symbol maps to search the specific param file in the symbol map to find its function. Then put a breaking point after the data head address branch. Then go to registers. Go get the pointer in R3. Go to that specific part of memory. Here you have memory. Here you have the param file in memory. Here, these are basically the entries. You can change them while you are playing. I just didn't because my computer cannot handle it, at least while recording. And remember that each entry is 4 bytes apart, and that will pretty much be it. I hope this was useful. Yeah, that will be it.